170 right now.
There's no way he
变成超级大会战， 怎么会打成这个样子？
Spread it out though. I think there's an overwhelming victory. The Berserks are just too damn good here.
They're just slicing
Retold.
through everything like butter. There's nothing left.
I mean, he's going berserk. He's going ham on this. Army is going to get wiped. There's just simply not enough spitters on the back line. Only a single one jet here, and it's not even attacking a clump of units. So the biggest fight win so far in this game, and it is going to be enough. GG gets called. Matador pulls it back to 1-1 with game 2.
Yeah, the Berserk DPS was insane. If you saw that at the end, they were just slicing through everything. It was so crazy.
It's cool transition because I think earlier he was really hard on the raiding cavalry, and we saw how that was underwhelming in the big fights. But
and if you actually, I think what is it? The 17-minute mark. That's where the he didn't micro the Wad Jets on the throwing axeman, and that was the big fight, right?
Yeah, that was what essentially lost in the game. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you could see positions where both these players could win this, right? Like the Spits could have got him the victory very swiftly there because I think it was about 20 throwing axes on the back line that would have just melted.
Well, that's the thing. If he killed the throwing axeman, all that was left was Cav, and he had spearmen still. So I don't know. That was weird.
The Woodring game here, but it means we
想想
get
看哦
easy，
这样应该是要调
It looked like, I'm gonna be honest, it looked like just a straight attack.
调成720就可以了，不要调到108
When it was too late, he started microing, right? You even said it. It's too late now, but
a pretty cool game nonetheless. It wasn't that big, flashy, insane god power fight.
It was a lot of like just little nips here and there. Never at any point did any player just dominate the other. That one fight was huge, though. The one that he lost all the Wad Jets. I think after that it was kind of a downward spiral.
So, another game done. I think we are probably sticking with this series now.
Yep. Okay.
We'll get confirmation on that, but we should be hopping back into the lobby screen a sec and seeing where we're heading next. Because of course, the game one for those that didn't catch it the first time around. Okay, no. Well, I lied. Wait, are we back with it? Are we actually back with Ulysses?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are we being teased? There's no way we've been waiting for Anatolia.
I feel like that game would be over by now. There's no way it's not over.
Yeah, so we'll get confirmation of what's happening, folks. Apologies. I mean,
you're just having like an hour and a half.
他要这样跳着看哦。他这边还没开始，人家都那边都已经结束一场，这边还没开始。
I mean, it's just one of those things, right? When a new game comes out, even when it's like being prepped for esports, the reality is, I would say, like no game is truly esports ready. So there's going to be probably some spectator bugs. People already encountered them as well. It's just the way things are. So we'll get confirmation on that, but. I think like kind of took this one. I actually want the other draft now because we kind of covered all the bases with this one. I feel like I mean, definitely on Anatolia, we pretty much said everything was going to be. There was a really cool build that.
I mean, like you said, I'll be surprised if Kronos won this. Nothing to do with the play.
I think he mass Promethean strat, right?
You also get to deconstruct on the dock at the start and all that, but still, Zeus is really good on this.
But there was a really cool build that we saw.
至少我们还有聊天室可以用吧。
It was done with Oranos rather, and we like theory crafted on the qualifier that you could do it even better with Kronos, right? Which is the whole idea is that you play, I believe it was Armor and Mass Promethean, and then.
Are we actually going into this game?
I think we are. Yeah. So we're getting confirmation now. So we're 40 seconds out from going into this one. We're going to catch up on this series, but yeah. If you play aggressive, it can work because that deconstruct you talked about, and then you have the Promethean follow-up. It works better on maps like Kalaga because you have shallow walls, so you really do whatever the hell they want. But it could get you dominance over one side of the map. I'm not really sure what other approach you could take here.
I don't like I said, like you said, I think Zeus is really good. Obviously, you have some tricks as Kronos, you do. But I think it comes. Okay, let's put it this way: if the game doesn't, if something crazy doesn't happen for Kronos, doesn't like no little cheeky plays or anything. If the game's just standard neck and neck, I think Zeus wins.
Well, let's see if Zeus can keep his dominance. It's time for game number 2 of this series. I promise things can actually end up a different way. We don't just pick a god and then say it's game over.
Exactly.
So we're gonna have to see if this god can be omnipotent. If Daddy can show his son who the big boy is, because Tunison is whipping out Kronos.
And on the other side, in the south, in the red, we have Keen Ulysses playing as the mighty Zeus.
先拉变成打快攻，快受不了了。
Zeus that just feels like the go-to pick. You get this and Anatolia's in there.
Oh,
Retold.
Go, go, go.
Just that opening power. I think the thing that matters most here, right, is very unique actually the way this is going to play out. Because on one side, what makes Zeus so good is he immediately wins one side of the water off of the bolt, right? But on the flip side, Tunison can't bowl a unit, but he can essentially bolt a building.
Yeah. So it looks like, yeah, the top's getting scouted already. So we know where the deconstruct's gonna go. Oh boy.
Does he do? There we go.
Yeah, I mean, you just know.
啊，直接用毁灭术。
Build a new one.
Oh no!
科尔纳斯直接用毁灭术毁掉了对手的码头。
In fairness though, Tunison, like, wait, this is kind of baity actually, because now after he sees that, Ulysses might think that he's playing West Side Pond, but if you look in the east, Tunison's setting up his economy there.
Yep.
That's pretty crafty.
And he also scouted the south there too, so he knows there's no second dock there from Ulysses in the south.
I think a high value play here. I'm always kind of a nerd for where do you want to put the
然
oracle,
后
right?
可以看到克罗纳斯的他的神谕者，现在正在被追打当中。这张图开码头已经是一个必备开局了。然后克罗纳斯刚好他的神力又可以直接毁掉对手的码头，拖延你第一个产码头产船的时间点。
Even then, like, where are you
这
going
边
to
宙斯会比较尴尬一点。
dropping a dock that close that you see him, you
Trying to
basically
hide the
forfeit
docks, maybe.
control.
I don't know.
That's not how
Secret
Zeus
dock-
players do this. No. Zeus just has the theme tune play, be a man, and then suddenly
That's
a giant
right.
bolt
That's
hits
true.
from the sky.
Zeus
you know?
just doesn't care. Zeus knows that they're comfortable here.
Like, you know your myth, right? Like, pretty much just dressed himself up as animals and banged whoever he wanted. Zeus doesn't do subtle, okay?
Oh boy.
Unless subtle is the name of a princess in Greece. Anyway.
Oh my. Okay. He actually. Oh yeah. He's.
Peace out, boys.
Yeah.
I love
you
the
will
way
not
the
build
donkey's
here
just there
today.
for it, right? It's like just an intimidation strategy.
He's gonna kill it too.
直接拿村民开打哎！
Oh my god.
哇，这边还各种卡。
That's
Okay,
Wow.
disgusting.
You know what would have been the most
Go
alpha
ahead.
play? I don't know if it's alpha. If he bolted the oracle.
Ah,
光是盖码头
both
就
of the citizens.
两边就大打出手。
No, because then like if you bolt the oracle, your opponent's like, who is this idiot? Like,
But
目
he
前
just
克罗纳
doesn't
斯的
realize.
码头
Yep.
盖好
Exactly.
了
That，was
渔
it.
船数领先。
Remember we're talking about. I mean, the Kronos needs something to happen. That right there could be the thing that allows Kronos to actually, start to dominate this game. Because, like I said, my thoughts are Zeus is really good here, but just lost a villager. Couldn't get the dock up, so the dock was ruined, right? So this is really good for Tunisia now, I think.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we
好
see
顺利
quick
的
eight
补下
as
神殿，
well.
准
Like,
备
you
点
see
上
the
时
eco's
代。
already pretty potent advantage for Tunisia.
Just
The
gonna
good old
teleport
classic.
the-
肉还差40木40肉。
Murphy's gonna teleport the
好，点下时代了。
temple now for the real rush, but we'll see. I mean, they almost always do. I don't know one that doesn't.
I think it's a bit rough here with the fishing being set up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe just play it a little bit safer. I almost say play for mid game, but on the verge of it. I can see
You can
Kronos
always
working really
teleport
well
it
there.
back.
I believe. Is that Prometheus on the way? It should be, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So Clay Boys could come into play here.
And there it is. Where's he putting it? Okay.
Okay, hear me out.
好，
You
这边
actually
直
could
接传
count down that
送
goal for Clay
That's
Boys.
把
exactly
神殿
what it's
送
going
过
to
来，
do. That is exactly.
Clay
等下神兽会直接出来哦，会有2只。
Take up
Yeah,
now
so
the
it looks
way.
like Ulysses is going up as well, so he'll have his hero at some point and go defend against that.
Wait, is that?
By the way, do we look at the relics yet? I guess we're all waiting for them to age up.
Oh. So it increases.
Oh.
I
应该是选普罗米修斯啦，等一下直接出来2个普罗米修斯的
That
子
one
民。
seems. I don't know. People like that. I think if that one's getting value, you're already losing.
Yeah, you're like, we gotta talk, boys. Increase attack
That's a
range
good
damage.
one.
Yeah, pretty good. Completely Terma. Increase the
That's
PS
also
armor.
decent.
Yeah, so not too bad. And
Yeah.
they're also both next to Zeus' base. So.
And there it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
好
know，
直接开敲。
Hey, hey, do these guys just turn up and be like, Clay, Clay?
他应该会再把神殿传回去吧？还是他要再点子民出来？
So, Where's the response? Because he did queue up.
He's gotta build his
right?
hero. Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere, right?
He should be in the way. We've got a
哦
Minotaur coming
不
as，well.
这个拉了一堆村士，
Retold
想
will
要
not
干
win
嘛
this？ by himself. He needs
哦，
the
牛头人也出来
he's
喽
the。hero.
The
这
villagers
边
are
雅
coming
典
in
娜
Yeah.
宙斯升级雅典娜的牛头人，
No, he's gotta build. He's going for a TC, right?
but it's right next
Oh,
to the
直
temple.
接把这个子民
What
撞
did
飞
I
起
tell
来
you?。I told you.
I don't
Zeus
think he knows.
doesn't care.
竟然是抢
Zeus
盖
doesn't
TC，
care.
He's about to care. Like, okay, bolt
这
me,
个
bro.
不要命了吧？
Which one? He fists it immediately. No way. He just lost the
天
cell.
哪！
Oh.
That's a lot of used resources.
直接
right
抢
there.
盖 TC，
So he's gonna reshuffle it.
Tunison is
哦
on
又
his
产了一只
feet,
子民出来，
smiling
想
ear to
搞。
ear right now. This is going so well for him.
哦，直接撞飞。
Oh, so many clay boys. The Minotaur also doesn't get the maximum hit. So
No.
there's gonna be villager going down. Shiv's gonna be out.
哇，为了盖这个 TC
Hey
会
guys,
损失
like a
惨
little bit
重
of
哦，
advice.
会死
Knives
非常
aren't
多
very good
村哦。
against clay. Okay, like just kind of get stuck in it.
这子
And
民
he's
越
stuck
打越
right
多
now. This
只，
is ridiculous. This might just be an easy win.
This,
Oh
this
my
is
god.
但实际上他是
horrible.
越打越弱了。
He'll hold here, but I don't think.
哦，用闪电电死了，
Okay, bolt comes in. Yeah, but
直接
that
把
was like
对
just a
方
free
要
upgrade.
晋升成
Remember,
英
he
雄的
used his
骑
godpad
兵
to
电死
upgrade
了
that,。so that's like very efficient trade for bolt there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can't immediately get a new one. I think he actually could afford to do it because he's got plenty of favor in the bank. But he'll
Oh.
just wait for the cooldown. So
升
settlement
晋升
should
晋升晋升，
eventually
再
go
跳
up
再
here.
跳再跳，那个标枪
Does
在
it
跳，
matter?
好升级了。
It does for making yourself feel better.
哇，战场直接
I
开
guess
在
he's
宙
in
斯
front
这
of
个
the
2TC 的位
You
置
have。to think about right now. He only has 22 to 32 villagers, and half those villagers now are on a settlement. So that means they're
It's
based in idle time, right? So the eco is so bad.
Wait, why is he
啊，终
attacking
于
the
盖起来了。
clay? No,
哦，
no.
死
this
伤
is
惨重，不知道死几
catastrophic.
村了，很亏啊
Oh,。Ulysses. Mate, you might want to just save up for another settlement. You're gonna
可以
need
看
it.
到现在蓝色
Game.
啊，克罗纳斯的分数是大幅领先的。
Bye, have a good
然后
time.
这个神殿要被打了，
Hold back a little
直
bit
接
to
用
kill everything
那个
else.
转移术把它转走
Oh,。no.
I just want to remind people we had technical issues over like half an hour long to get us this. A game that's probably going to be done in 10 minutes, man. We talked about Zeus just being the absolute true king of Anatolia, but this is just look.
The plays from this, but you also said just because we pick a god or we say a god's better, you know, this whatever. These are the best players in the game. They can turn
哦
anything，
这
around. They can
边
win with
也
any
跑
matchup
出
or
来
whatever.
补了一
It's,
个
you know,
TC。
not known as and not one god's not known for beating the other. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All it took, like we saw the citizen kill the villager, and that just started a horrible chain reaction for Ulysses from that point on.
It's also the fact that he lost his scout, which was so bewildering, right? Like that lack of
Yeah.
vision is really what just killed him. He
这
didn't
边
know
靠
that he
大
was
量标
running
枪
out
先
to
打机动战，
basically
然后抓一个
attack.
timing 上时代，
Maybe
像
you
英雄
should
时代
spec。that play, but like, can you act as if there's
宙
going to
斯
be a
现在
temple
真的是
everyone
死
around?
太多
Like, I'll
村
be
了，他
playing
就算
I
2
told you
TC
you
去
might
把
score at that point, right? Like,
经
you
济
gotta
补回来
go
也
choose
没
your
有那
risks.
么好补。
Unfortunately, this risk did not work out for him, so
那这
every
边
time
当
he
然
scale up.
There from Tuniston.
克罗纳
We
斯
do.
也是
He's
补
not
了
wrong.
第2个 TC。
And I don't think Ulysses knows yet.
好，还点了时代
Not even for
山
aggro, by the way, just
啊，
efficient.
上英雄时
Yeah,
代，
here's what's gonna happen. Tuniston's gonna go for the heroic age, get a bunch of mid teams out,
这
whatever.
应该直接选那个吧，
Completely
海
clean
波
this
利
out
昂
there,
了，
'cause Ulysses not
等下
doing
直接
that
混
many
沌
for a
术
little。bit here. And that's gonna be so bad. Oh no.
Trying to figure the way out of this horrible hole.
也是
Magically
第
kill
一轮的
10
赛
seconds.
事就已经
That-
打到
yeah,
了
that-
BO5
you know what?
That
You
would
just
do
need to
it.
go kill that settlement. Just hit it.
I'm gonna say this could be just a skill issue. Just
ATM not high enough.
it's not high enough. Oh man.
I mean, the good news is, like, can we look at UC's army? He doesn't have that much to chaos, so I really am just like. Actually, no, that chaos would be pretty atrocious. Like, the Minotaur would just immediately die to the heroes.
He still has restoration. That'll help, obviously, but
Well, looks like he has at least found the dock, so that's a positive, right? There is a way that Ulysses can claw his way back into this.
yeah. Well, here's the other thing. Now he can't do the whole where he gets to the next age and just hits him with Mythians. He can't do that now. And by the way, he did claw his way to his own heroic.
哦，
age,
这
actually.
边宙斯选的是龙哦，九
I'm
神，
impressed he clawed the eco situation back, right?
等下会有
41,
9
48,
头
so
龙。
Game definitely not over, man. It's kind of crazy that Tunis
跟
have
那
done so
个
much work
青
there, and
铜
it
树。
seems to have counted for so little.
I wish we were able to see the fishing boat count because it doesn't the villager count doesn't show it. So it's really hard for us to like count it over.
It's definitely going to be an advantage for
think
Vodka.
it's
He's like, let me just select all these.
Yeah.
I'll be back soon, boys.
这一侧的雨全点了。
Yeah, those ones don't count because they don't have a home. Okay.
Exactly.
This is like voting in an election. Okay, if you don't give me a home address, you can't participate. All right, so we got 6, 9, 12. It's counting.
不过宙斯这边的渔船也是不少，没有说完全都没有渔船，数量没有出太多。
It's really weird. I mean, Nico's still there, right? It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look at this point. It's still bad, but it's not as bad.
I mean, it kind of feels bad when your army isn't absolutely bloated and you've got these two abilities that rely on you having a big army to utilize, right? Like having bronze, having restoration.
Good, yeah.
They are good, but they really feel impactful when you're up at like 80 pop, right? So that is a slight negative for him here, whereas chaos actually is more useful on speed.
对，等一下应该是会用混沌术。那个 chaos 的使用时机就非常重要了。最好是对手使用青铜术的时候给他混沌下去。拖长他那个混沌的效果，就是让对手的青铜术不要全部都打在自己的兵身上，让他自相残杀一下。这边也补上了萨特哦，萨特数量蛮多的。
It's been such a stressful game. I'm actually impressed. I want to give props to Ulysses for still even being in this game right now.
Oh yeah.
He has built though. It is a problem that needs to be addressed soon.
Tunis is not running around with the Contadius because he's got the military advantage, right? Well, I would be running around looking for Vills. I don't know if I'd be sitting here with this.
I think it's more like maybe he just doesn't trust the Mamillos. I mean, you should, right? Mamillos against like what, one Minotaur and a Hydra. You don't really care.
I think he'd be fine.
Yeah. I think the problem in this game with Tunison is, yeah, he's playing a little bit too safe, right? Like, actually, the way this game's played out, it's almost like he didn't expect to get such an overwhelming lead. But the worry about him playing too safe is you remember game 1, right? The same issue came up there, where instead of playing for his all-in timing,
这边有长矛骑兵跑进去跑分了。
Nice hit with the Qatari. And he is going to look to poke at the town center now. So hitting from both sides, still holding onto the chaos.
He's dragging a good part of the army away. And by the way, when we were talking, this is for the audience, I guess. We obviously can see stuff that they can't.
被9头抓到。
Jason doesn't know the huge advantage he had at some, certain points. Only we really know that. So
I've ironically always called it God Vision, which doesn't feel appropriate in Age of Mythology, because that like, oh my god, new ability.
New ability game. Last patch, you didn't get it.
Oh my god. Well, he did at least pull one out of position there, so he has still got the restoration. I mean, that's Satyrs for you, right? You can't be caught no clipping.
Oh.
I've got the forward fortress coming in.
Chilling. And by the way, at least he's caught up in military.
Wait, he's going age 4.
Oh, that's how.
Okay, now the picture's been
I appreciate it.
He's like, oh, you've got a bigger army? I've got something for that. Atlas now on the way.
Yeah, that's going to be insanely tough.
Please don't dive into these choke points. As much as you know that danger is coming,
Ulysses,
Satyrs will just eat you. So it's going to back up a little bit here, but it almost feels like actually like Zeus is playing more right? Especially considering Tunison hasn't been hero.
I don't know why he hasn't been using that.
是哦，亚特拉斯漩涡。
I don't get it.
The problem I have here is like I get where
比较漩涡不比较黑洞，
I feel like Minotaur just better, right?
全部都吸进去。
What?
Wait. That's the tech.
No way.
蓝色的 TC， 哎，混沌掉了。赶快修 TC 啊！
Milo coming in. I don't think he knows. I think this
要
was
上
just
时
a
代啊，
play.
要被取消了吗？
He doesn't know.
修不起来哎，一直烧哎。
He could have got it, I think, if he just bronze healed. He could have actually got it, and that would have been crazy to stop the age up.
Get the block
哇，
up.
家里大着
Arrives
火
at the main base. Funnily enough, he might have arrived just in time to get
哎，
hit by
点
much
了
better
治
lead.
疗术，哎，要点青铜术了。 哇，
But he's
硬
still
邦邦
killing。the town
The
center.
age up is gonna happen. No.
完了，上不了时代啊，差一点点，
Get in there.
非常接近。
Just pump it down. This
死
could
守这
still be
300
denied.
滴
This
血
is。so uncomfortably close.
It's so close.
Don't hit the scissor. Don't hit the scissor. Just hit the
还差一点，再拉成品再修。
The scissor repair rate.
修。
He's gonna get it.
无法同步。你知道为什么这么多人为什么不玩神话了吗？
Okay, can we get confirmation that Myth, what are you doing to us? That had to be a victory for Tunison, surely, right? Implode would have 100% came out there.
这是负面工伤吗
I don't know. I don't think
No, Ulysses won.
No, stop. No, he didn't.
啊 ，Q 了苹果自己都疯了。
I don't believe you.
That is simultaneously incredible and depressing because of the Asian mythology replay system doing that. Oh no. I can't, dude. Like that right there would be that would have been the game of the weekend if it wasn't for the observer bugging out and kicking us out just before Ulysses gets the GG.
Oh my. See it, but I'm upset.
I am outraged. Okay, let's make up for it. No Crasherino, please. Should we get ready? I think it's time to hop into game number 3. We should be caught up now, hopefully.
That's nuts.
The marshes, where it's gonna be Odin versus Set. I'm so bummed out on that, man. He must not have got age 4. He must not have got age 4, right? Because there's no way.
It looked pretty healthy. There's still a few villagers, like where citizens repairing.
I think like the Hydra is maybe like, if they get 1-2 kills, they get more heads, right? And maybe that extra damage funks him. Because I think he was still about 20 seconds away. It's really deceptive, that bar. So like, because surely you get implosion out there, and it's just GG, right? Theoretically. So like we're kind of stuck in an odd.
You had to have imploded your own base.
But like your TC's basically dead anyway, right?
Yeah.
And you have a second base at the center of the map.
You got a brand new
so
too.
You know, why not just you know like back around the Cold War, there was a concept came up. But like so in the Cold War, my country came up with a concept for a nuclear landmine, right?
Ah.
And it's the same thing with that implosion. If I can't have the territory, you can't have it, right?
I'm gonna have to Google nuclear landmine. Hopefully the government doesn't show up at my house, but I'm gonna.
So luckily it never came to fruition because they discovered there was an issue with the fuses in winter where they would freeze. And the solution was pretty stupid. We said we should have a chicken that lays its nest there to keep fuse. Yeah, you see where this starts to unravel, okay? What matters is I distracted you.
When you're bringing a chicken to a military operation, I start to have doubts. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, chickens are always cowards, and they don't know what war is, so at least you can trust them to do what they're gonna do in that situation and be chickens. But the more important thing is that distracted us long enough that I think we are ready to hop into game number 3.
Oh man.
Wait until I tell you about explosive bats. We're going in though. Game number 3 here. Ulysses one away from a clean 3-0 sweep after an insane game number 2. Can Tunison bite back with Set?
Yep, and here we go. Ulysses on the right-hand side in the red, playing as Odin. Let's see if he's got what it takes here. He's probably going to go into that second age. He's probably going to go for some harassment, but we'll see.
And I just realized it would have been much better if they were playing the Civs the other way around, because then you could have Tunison playing Odinson.
Oh, a word scramble there. I like it.
So we have got Master of the Creatures. This is our 2024 edition of Dr. Dolittle happening before our very eyes, as Tunison is fighting for a comeback here. A comeback that is, dude, you have to be so demoralized after that second game, right? Like
I don't even understand.
We can't. You didn't get to see the end.
I needed to see how that unraveled.
I mean, this is the brutal kind of nature of it, though, right? Like I always say, the best players in the world are the ones that can not forget what happened, but also compartmentalize it so it doesn't drain you. Because that game, man, like the position he found himself in to then lose.
That's what I'm saying. I know we should talk about this game, but I just want to say that all that bad stuff happened to Zeus, and Zeus won anyway. Oh man. But to be fair though, Tunison was in the spot to win. We talked about. He was in a spot to win, right? A few times, and he was too idle. He was too idle.
I think he just doesn't have this. I always talk about like the best pros once I'm looking at killer instinct. Yeah, you know where I'm going, right? Like,
oh yeah,
crap will get off the pot, and I think we've seen it twice now where he's probably in need of some laxatives. So We'll have to
this
see.
is a tournament for a lot of money. Obviously, nerves and you want to feel safe. You want to guarantee the win. Go to Mythic, you know, and all that. I get it. I do.
Honestly, for a moment there, I thought you said this is a tournament, and we're making a pun on the last comment.
No.
I mean, we're gonna have to see if he can get the diaper and recover, because I think he's a very talented player. We've seen that. And in this matchup, in fairness, you should be the aggro party, right? Like, Set should have momentum on his side, in theory.
Yeah, Marsh has 6 relics.
Oh. Okay. Ooh. I mean, nah, we don't care. We're Set, right? We're not... if we're building farms as Set, something's gone wrong. We should be at the end of the game. I guess the only annoying thing here is Ulysses having Odin. I mean, you can play raiding cavalry quite well. I just don't think you want to Set due to how good he uses spears, right?
Yeah, you might do it though, just a little bit. Just you know, force your opponent to play a little bit of defense, a little bit of idle time in there. You're not trying to actually win the game that way, but you could still try to do a bit of harassment.
See, tech up should be getting ready soon. Already on the way here for
powering that granary, getting so much food from that.
Wait, what units has got with? We've got that's Freya, right?
It's hard for me to see.
My brain. Yeah, Freya's on the way. Okay, so we are gonna have that cavalry approach. I think it makes sense, and also this is gonna kind of be tricky because I think Tunison, he's looking for those 3 rotations. One really cool thing about these Ravens is you can spot where the conversions are happening early on, and then just send your opening units there to punish the increase.
By the way, this map has so much food on it that like you almost have to go out with a berserk to like either stop the priest or just pre-kill all the animals, because if you don't, what's going to happen is Tunison's going to have so much food at his base. He's going to keep converting and bringing them back. He's going to have food for the rest of the game. It's going to be a huge advantage.
Surprised actually we haven't seen that yet. Was he just delaying to go Hearses first? It seems like Ulysses didn't bother to get that kind of opening berserker we sometimes see. Usually it's more value in the land team matchup in particular, right? Because you need to deny the oracles, whereas I find for the Egyptians, it's easy to forget sometimes. I mean, you know Set's going to be doing this, but you know when you have that kind of muscle memory of what you're going to do in certain matchups?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Against Egyptians, like, why am I building military units? He's not coming out.
It's got more jets now. Do you think he's going to go for a second TC or 1 TC?
You can't go second TC here, right? It's not a bad TC placement. it is, like, very protected. But if you know your opponent's going Freya, it's going to have mobility inside, right? And I think you're playing for center map instead. Like, those relics are really important. We can already see...
He's grabbing all of them. He's going, he's going for it.
I haven't seen similar out of Tunisia. I think overall the relics were more favourable for forwarding, from what I recall. So, question is, was the ball worth it? The little piggies make it happen. We've got a big boy army.
Here's the thing. When you see a Wadjet leave the base like that this early, that signals to me an early push, because you can't retreat with a Wadjet. They're too slow. It's either go or no go.
But it's really
yeah. You can teleport, I guess, with Shifting Sands, right? That's real.
You know what the really crazy play is you teleport deeper. No one will.
Oh yeah. You'll never see that coming. Oh, you're gonna kill all my somebody. Good luck.
And one little monkey snitches on the tree line. That's all we need, right? Oh. Standing there. Raiding cavalry's not liking what's seeing here. The Hearses are going to react.
This is why you need those early axemen with it. You have to have early axemen with this. I staged up, right, but I'm not sure. He might have gotten up.
No, I think that's from the... Like, we can check on the temple. I don't think there was any free units this time around. There's not enough monkeys, because there would have been 5. Yeah, we definitely don't have that. So temple on the north side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
机场。
It's also good blockers, right?
哦，他换一样同一组人。
run to this time though, so if he gets over there, he gets in position, a little death ball. I don't know.
I want to see someone do it. Like strategically, it's pretty smart. If your white dukes need to be in position, you can shift them across, right?
赛特对上奥丁。
It's gonna come down to how well he can defend that gold.
The question now is it enough military to break this, right? Like it is a substantial lead.
I actually, to be honest, I wouldn't attack that hall. I like the choke. Well, I guess there's throwing axemen now, right? So that kind of
you need to be worried about that. Yeah. I get your full process, right? It's just stacking poison.
I didn't realize how.
这个处理速度也是网络问题。
Many throwing axemen there were, but now I see. I was once blind, but now I see.
The Umber.
坚持啊。又好了。右转圈。反点网络开心。现在拉也太难打了吧！不管是拉还是赛特，在一起好难打。 奥丁再冲一波。水坑这张图的进攻路线还是蛮多的，你看这边直接被抓。哦，死伤惨重。这边的步兵量是多的有一点夸张。人口数已经来到了183人口。哎呦，绕这边。动物也拉上来了，哎不对，汤米神这边上山了，英雄时代。哎，他传到边边去了，哇，一个瞬移，流沙。但好像瞬移没瞬出什么效果。好，这样拖下去，奥丁这边也上时代了。哦，上时代了。然后这边全部祭司集火，那个双巨人点掉了。哇！冰住了。先祖的仆人也被冰住了。冰霜咒放的时间点还行啊。4、3、2、1，好，冰霜咒结束。
right. This is not a winnable fight anymore for you,
Gnarls in there, but
this is crazy, man. What? I'm impressed. For a second, it looked like Kinnison lost his timing.
on the frost time.
Maybe?
You know he does. I can tell with the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe. Is it going to be good enough? We're about to reach 20.
I don't know. I like the way this looks.
You just want to get one of those, right? Next time it's like a LAN, you want people to be selling.
赛特之资源爆的也太夸张了，应该他的肉跟筋破表了，这样的时代是。赫拉，不对，这是赫什么？赫罗。萨特的时代是神。OK。哎，俄罗斯龙卷风，你看龙卷风。龙卷风。哇嘞！我们是空兵。哇，上万时代了，直接放龙卷风。完了，被卷上去了，有够哭。人其实很多，那个冰巨人一上去应该直接被点死了。哎，卡住了，没了，会不会无法同步啊？看不了，卡在。这样算谁赢啊？ 那个沼泽算谁赢啊？哎，赛特赢了。赛特赢了，不可思议。